We have this one on. Hi guys, hello. I'm Avinash Tiwary. I'm an actor. Some of you might have been blessed to have seen my work, and the rest of you need some more prayers. I'm here at this event which says, I think, therefore I am. And I'm standing here with an assumption that everyone here thinks. And I think you guys here are here with an assumption that I have something more to offer or something valuable to say. Considering we both are assuming, we shall figure out who is right about this. You know, I started my acting career about 15 years back. In fact, 2003, I was doing my engineering. I decided to quit it, take up acting. God knows why, what made that happen. But since I did it, I decided to give myself some time to train myself. I went to New York Film Academy, I came back, and then I started doing the rounds of auditions, which are very, very normal for, if there are any actors, they would know it. I remember this one phone call, which I got at about 10, 12 years back, and I stay in Vadala. Vadala, everyone knows. So I stay in Vadala, and Andheri is about an hour and a half away. Yeah. I got a call saying, you have to be here at 4 o'clock. This is one of the most important meetings that you can have in your life. It almost sounded like it's going to make it or break it for me. And I said, it's 2:30 right now. How do I get there by 4? But we've been told to fake it, right? So I said, yeah, of course I'll be there, of course. 2:30 I leave, and I know that I'm feeling very, very anxious. I get up, I get into my car, realizing that, oh shit, fuel nahi hai. Okay, I need to rush to the petrol pump. I get to the petrol pump. Obviously, it takes about 10-15 minutes to just get the petrol in the car. You have wasted those 15 minutes. The anxiety level has increased. You come back on the main road, and there's this red signal. There are all so many cars stopping, and you're waiting for the signal to turn green. It's 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you see all the cars passing by you, because there's a car in front of you which is conked off. And there's a car behind you, and I can't take a reverse. And I'm like, I'm in a hurry. Why is this happening to me? And then I start abusing the shit to this universe. You know, I'm like, why does it happen with me all the time? Why are these guys blessed? Why are they getting a chance to move around? What have they done right? What have I done wrong? You know? And I started feeling that more and more. It just wouldn't leave me. The moment the signal went, I mean, the guy who was in front of me kind of started his car. He pushed his car away. My car started running out. But now I didn't just have to get to Andheri in those remaining 1 hour, 15 minutes. I wanted to beat all the cars that had left. You know, it was a strange feeling which I couldn't understand. And I allowed myself to dig deeper to figure out what is this feeling? And deep down, I felt it was this feeling of lagging behind in life. Somewhere feeling that I need to be somewhere, I deserve to be somewhere, but I'm not able to, right? And it's a feeling that I'm sure a lot of you guys would relate to. I mean, do you? Yeah? When I dig deeper, I realized that 2 choices that I had at that point of time. One, to probably just say, you know what, this is what life offers, you just accept it, whatever it is. You know, and move on with it. Jo hota hai, achhe ke liye hota hai. And I fought that line every time in my life. I would say, jo hoga, usse acha bana denge. You know? That is what I truly believed. But the question is deeper than that, I think. What made me feel that there is a race that I was into? Is this something that we are conditioned to, or it's something that I was born with? Where was this coming from? It's a question worth asking, I think. The idea of purpose, passion, aim, goals, dreams, desires, aren't these conditioned thoughts? I have never seen a human being born saying, my dream is to be a cricketer. No one is born like that. He first has to know what cricket is, be exposed to that world, then to realize, oh, maybe I want to do this. The entire idea of purpose, passion, this journey that we were on, this realization hit me that was conditioned to me. I was not born with it. A child that is born in a jungle doesn't start dreaming of being an actor. He cannot because he doesn't even know what it is, right? It's a conditioned thought to me. And thinking about race, I realized that you guys know Usain Bolt by any chance? Yeah? The fastest runner in the world? Have you guys heard of Tyson Gay by any chance? Yeah? For those who haven't, Tyson Gay is about 0.10 second behind Usain Bolt. Okay? Usain Bolt's height is 6 feet 5 inches. Tyson Gay's height is 5 feet 10 inches. There's a 7-inch height difference. Usain Bolt needs 41 strides to complete 100 meters. Tyson Gay needs about 45 strides. Who is really the fastest, man? Really, a question worth asking. If I am completing 44, 45 strides, just because someone has a privilege of height, and then I went in a conversation of what is privilege? Where does this come from? Does it bother me? And it did bother me. But I tried to dig deeper, and I realized luck is a privilege too. Somebody is born there, I'm born here, and then you start reading into the Indian philosophies and philosophies around the world trying to explain this phenomena of why is someone has something and the other doesn't? Because we all go through it. I'm sure all of us have felt this in school, and we still don't know the answers to. We keep running, we keep fighting, we keep going on because we don't know any better. Our survival has been taken care of. We can eat. Look at life forms around, any life form around. Eat, sleep, excrete, procreate. ये सब सपने देखने का जिम्मा इंसानों ने क्यों लिया है? Because our survival is taken care of. A man who is hungry is probably not dreaming. The one who has to take care of his shelter doesn't have to dream. Dream is a privilege in itself. And I realized the privilege that I have then. It's always when you look back and you see the others who don't have as much as you do is when you realize the privileges that you have. And here I was sitting and complaining about the privileges that the other have. Having said that, we come back to the choice that that person had in that car. Sitting there, I always felt, should I just accept things the way it is? Or should there be something more? And over the years that I've been an actor, I've sat down. It took me 15 years to have my first film release in the theaters, and I realized, was I really not good enough before that? Why did it take so much of time? Why did it happen? And then I realized, you start finding answers. You said, अच्छा देखो, जिस ठेले पर ज़्यादा भीड़ लगती है, छोले भटूरे वहाँ के अच्छे हैं. That's what everyone believes. किसी खाओ गली में चले जाओ, जहाँ भीड़ लगती है, वो अच्छा है. Is that not a responsibility for कि अगर मैं चखने ही जा रहा हूं और मुझे कहना ही है क्या बेहतर है क्या नहीं, तो मैं सब चखूं उसके बाद ये फैसला लूं? लेकिन ये चॉइस हमारे पास है क्या? Do we really have this choice? For the last decade, we've been sold this idea that you have a choice. I wonder how many people are talking about a choice paralysis. Today you go on Netflix, you don't know what to watch. But you have a choice, my friend. You have a choice. That's what you've been told. Where is the choice? The choice was making a choice. I choose. But now the entire world is available to me. It's not about what I choose, it's what I say no to. And I've realized I've made a career by saying no's in my life. There are a lot of people who have said probably, तू ये करता तो ये होता, लेकिन मुझे ये जरूर पता है कि the day I knew कि मुझे ये नहीं करना है, I experienced a lot of freedom. So here I'm standing and telling you guys that you till now have been sold the idea of making a choice, that you have the power to make that choice. Wake up. We don't. We absolutely don't. I'm standing here wearing these Korean pants right in front of you. Most of the Indian stars that you see are absolute representation of the Western culture. We watch films from there. The Indian audiences consume it. The Indian audiences consume Korean content. I don't know how many parts of the world consumes Indian content. And it's worth asking a question, when, especially when we have such a flourishing country, we have such a flourishing film industry, why are our stories not reaching out to the world? Are we not good enough? Is that the question? Consumption. We, as India, are slowly heading to be a capitalist country. We were a socialist country at one point of time. Today we are heading to be a capitalist country, which is going to be driven by consumption. India is going to be the biggest consumer for the world. What we consume will decide what the world makes. How important, how much power do we hold? And are we aware of it? Is there any thought we think? Is there any thought about it? Do we really think? How much awareness does it exist within us for doing what we do? What we hear, what we see, what we eat, what we wear, does it really exist? You don't even know why, because आप तो उधर जाते हो जहाँ पे भीड़ लगी है भाई. भेड़ चाल हमने बहुत पहले से सुनी थी और कभी बदला नहीं. To be able to have your own faculties being used, to have this brain, to be able to think. So here I want to stand. I don't know if any of this made any sense to you, but I want to stand here and just say this one thing. We are blessed to be at a time in a country which is absolutely flourishing and create a huge impact on the world. But before that, it starts with our thoughts. How independent, how unique, how much can you make it stand for yourself? Mansa, Vacha, Karmana. The entire idea of what reality is comes from this. We have heard the entire West world, the entire world speaking about manifestation, manifestation, manifestation. What is it? Mansa. Man mein vichar, the thoughts. Vacha, the words that we say. And the actions that we do. If you are able to take that forward with awareness, absolute awareness of why we are doing what we are doing, how we are consuming, I think we'll be able to create a huge difference and change in this world. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.